Welcome everybody to Market Masterclass, and we're delighted to have our guest today, Marco from Metro Asset Management, and he's going to fill us in on how to invest in mutual funds.
Mutual
If you'd like
funds.
to introduce yourself, Marco.
Hi everyone, I'm Marco Palanca. I'm the Agency Development Officer of First Metro Asset Management. Hi Bruce.
So, very nice. Thank you very much for joining us today. And so, what is your initial advice to potential investors?
Potential investors. Well, basically for mutual funds, if you really want to invest in an investment asset but you don't know what you're doing, if you want something simple or a starter or to diversify your funds, better yet is to go for a mutual fund. Why? Because it's being professionally managed by our fund manager, and at the same time it's an investment asset wherein you can just forget about your investment because someone is professionally managing it for you.
So earlier we were talking to Sandy, and he was the way he was putting it. He was saying that you either cook your own food or you go to a restaurant. So a mutual fund is somebody else is going to do it for you.
Yes.
Or you want to drive your own car, or you have a driver. So mutual funds, somebody's driving your car for you, your investments for you.
It's like you're born to be chauffeured if you'll go for mutual funds.
Right. So what mutual funds are you currently recommending to your clientele?
For First Metro Asset Management, we currently offer several mutual funds, but most of our offerings are based on, it will really depend on the risk appetite of the client, because we have an equity fund wherein it will invest in stocks. For equity fund, it's really for aggressive clients who really want to go for maximum capital gains. But for conservative clients, we do have a fixed income fund wherein it will invest in bonds, and more on fixed income securities. And if you're in between of conservative and an aggressive, we also have a balanced fund wherein our fund managers would invest both in bonds and equity securities.
Right. And at the moment, what are people favoring? Is there any sort of particular? I mean, I know the Philippine economy is doing quite well.
Yes.
Are equities becoming more popular?
It would really depend on their investment objective. From what I've seen, most millennials, the younger generation, they would go for equities. Why? Because they're really after the higher returns. But for the retirees, they would go for fixed income, even though the return is not as high as the equities. In a way, they're more concerned on preserving what they have versus growing their capital. So most retirees, they would go for fixed income.
So it's as you say, so the younger generation, they want to go for broke.
That's correct.
Make a profit, but the older generation preserve the assets they have and just build up slowly for retirement or a specific purpose. What about do people, if they're perhaps looking to purchase a property in the future, or they've got kids to go to school, is that also an area that they consider mutual funds to fund those type of things?
Yes, they can. And for our process, we equip our certified investment solicitors with the knowledge on how to help our clients plan. So say, for example, your target is at 1 million, given this X% return rate, this would be the amount that you'll be putting month on month so that you would meet your objective. That's what we promote. So it's not a one-time deal wherein you will talk to your certified investment solicitor once and that's it. So what we do recommend to our solicitors is that they do have a regular catch-up with their clients so that they can update or they can provide recommendations if their clients would need to add up on their investment, if their targets for education, are we meeting up the target. So we equip our solicitors with that kind of tools.
And generally, do they meet with their clients on the sort of like a 6-monthly basis, or what's the normal? Up to date.
The regular practice would be at least once a year, but one of our top performers, what he does is that he meets his client at least twice a year, and he has a client whom he meets every quarter. So that's 4 times in a year. That's how often he visits his clients.
And that does that tend to be sort of the older generation? They're quite happy with a once a year meeting, or the younger generation who are into the stocks, they want it more regular, or is it not doesn't really work like that?
It doesn't really work like it's more on their risk appetite. If they're really aggressive, they would want regular updates because they do know or they want to know what's happening with their investment. But for those conservative types, probably once a year would do, because what they are concerned of is more than the gains, is the preservation of their capital. So for as long as their capital is preserved, they're okay with it.
Right. And you do all that work here in Manila, or do you also travel?
We also travel. We have solicitors outside of Metro Manila. We have some in Cebu, and we have some in Davao. And also our Makati-based solicitors, they are not limited just to solicit here in Manila. If, say for example, if they have a client in another province, they can go to that client and then fill up an application form. That's the convenience of a mutual fund. Our solicitors will go to you so that we will be explaining what is mutual fund and how can you earn from a mutual fund investment.
Right. And Carl, Marco, what's the sort of usually the sort of amount of money that younger investors invest initially as they to build up their funds? Do they start with a certain amount generally?
One good thing about mutual fund is it has a very low capital requirement. For as low as 5,000 pesos, you can subscribe to one of our funds. And if you want to add up your investments, it's just 1,000 per additional investment. So most of the millennials, what they follow is the 5-1-1 approach. They would start with 5,000 and month on month, they would be putting 1,000 every so often.
Is that sort of regular? That's what I understand is called dollar cost averaging. It doesn't matter if the market's up or down,
Yes.
you just regularly put your money in for the longer term.
Because for the cost averaging, for as long as you have enough horizon, whether it's up or down, and in the end, it will be positive on your investment. So also, some of our millennials, what they would do first is they would go 5,000 and then 1,000, 1,000. But after realizing that their investment is really earning good, slowly, as their income increases, they also increase their additional investments.
And you see a very positive future for the upcoming Philippines economy into the next few years?
I believe so, yes. I believe especially for the mutual fund industry, slowly the literacy or the investment literacy of the Filipinos it's going up. So hopefully in the next few years, aside from the economy, also the mutual fund industry will boom.
Right, because that makes sense. As the economy rises, there'll be a greater access to mutual funds.
Yes.
Oh, very interesting. So, and how long have you yourself been with Metro Asset Management?
I've started working with First Metro Asset back in July 2016, but before that I was part of a financial services company as well.
Right, so you've got the background and a lot of experience.
Yes.
Excellent. Well, very good luck to you into the future and with your mutual funds and the Philippine economy. And thank you very much for your input.
Thank you very much as well. Probably you want to open an account with us right now. I have an application form. Just kidding.
Marco, thank you very much. And everybody, I hope you found that useful and interesting. Catch you next time. Bye for now.